All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
And today, this is the Drunk Podcast. We haven't... Not yet. We're stone cold sober right now. But Kyle and I both don't really drink a lot. And really the only times I have drank are kind of like college party settings where it's just like mixed drinks and shitty alcohol, you know?
Yep.
So anyways, we have the studio, and basically that my idea was like I want to create like a little, what's it called? Like just like an alcohol shelf, like a little bar with like different things to like choose from.
They said alcohol show. I was like, what?
This is definitely not that, but
alcohol shelf.
So my sister's boyfriend is really into whiskey, and so I called him last night. I'm like, hey, like what's some good whiskey? Blah blah blah, and he was like, get some tin can.
That's what he was like?
Or tin cup, not tin can. So we got a tin cup whiskey. We've both literally, well, have you had whiskey before?
I mean, I've had like Fireball.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I've had Fireball, but that's the only.
I've had like Jack, but that's all cheap whiskey.
Yeah. So this is apparently pretty good. I don't know, but we have some whiskey here. I literally don't know how to drink alcohol. Like, I'm not like a alcohol connoisseur.
Yeah, like all I know how to drink alcohol is like take shots or like drink beers.
Yeah, like I don't know. I see like in movies people have like these fancy like the glass cups where there's like no rim and it's like super sleek, and they have those ice cubes with like the holes in the middle.
Yeah.
Or they're like the square big cube ice cube.
Or there's just like old men who just drink this neat.
Yeah. So I don't know. We tried it, gave a little sip before. Not the biggest fan, but
not great.
Cheers.
Cheers to
the Drunk Podcast. Yummy. I don't know. Maybe I'll grow to like it.
That's got a good aftertaste.
Yeah, it gets better after.
It's just once you swallow it, it's just gross.
Yeah. Anyways, so Kyle said he had 3 stories from in the car in 1 week.
3 cars. In 2 days. In the past 2 days.
Oh, and I have one that happened this morning. So.
Actually, I have 4 stories. I'll just take you through some of the events in my past 2 days.
Okay.
So yesterday, I was leaving work.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately walk outside, almost got pooped on by a bird, landed like a foot in front of me.
Dude, and you've already been pooped on twice before.
Yeah, no, 3 times. Twice in a week, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was almost number 4.
Yeah, it could have been 4. Yeah, like I was walking and I was looking at a crow that was like eating some like shit in the grass, just like some random thing. And I was like, wow. In my head, honestly, I was thinking like, crows know what you look like. You know, have you heard those stories?
What?
About like crows like know what you look like?
Oh, like if you like talk shit to a crow?
Yeah, if you like throw something at a crow.
They remember you.
Yeah.
And they'll like haunt you.
Yeah. So like in my head, I was like, you gross, a crow. And then immediately after, I poop landed right in front of me. I was like,
dude, it's a
whoa.
sign.
And I was very on edge the rest. I was like walking in my car just like.
looking around. You didn't say anything. You just internally thought.
Yeah.
Dude, they're telepathic.
They were like sending me a message saying like, we know you. We know that you don't like us.
Like, don't fuck with us.
Don't fuck with us. So I was like, all right. Message received.
Yeah, dude. You can't even think bad about crows anymore.
Anyway, so then I'm driving. And I'm at a stop sign.
This is the same drive
This
home.
is like 5 minutes after.
Okay.
I'm trying to turn left at a stop sign. There's cars coming both ways. So there's cars coming to the right and cars going to the left.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that busy, but like I was waiting at the stop sign. Like there were cars going by. And so for some reason, this lady that was going to the left, which is where I was going, like in the middle of the intersection, well, it wasn't even an intersection. Like she had the right of way. She was driving on the road.
Yeah.
She slams on her brakes to like let me in. And I'm like at a stop sign. I'm like, what are you doing? And there's like cars behind her. And she like slams on her brakes, but there's cars coming in the right lane.
So you still can't go.
So I can't go anyways. And she's looking at me like
come on,
go. Why are you not going? And I'm like, I can't go. And then she like drove off and like looked at me like, what the hell? And I was like what?
Fuck you, lady.
I can't even go.
There's a lot of people that can't drive, but in the Pacific Northwest especially, there are so many people that have no idea what they're doing on the road. I will say, like, I think I'm like a pretty decent driver, but there are rare times when I pull a move where I'm like, oh shit, that was like one of those dumb driver moves. Like one time I drove on the wrong side of the road. And like,
how do you do that?
In Texas, right when I moved there, I was really confused. The roads are way different.
They're really big, right?
They're like really big. There's a bunch of lanes, and they're like they're just like super complicated compared to like the roads here. So when I first moved there, I didn't know what I was doing, and I somehow got on a turn lane that I thought was to like turn left, but there was cars coming the other way. I was like, oh fuck. So I had to like zoom up and like turn left before they came, and they all just laid on their horn at me. I'm like, I'm sorry.
There's always people that drive like the wrong way on a one way. Yeah. I was that guy one time. It was so weird. It was in Bellingham, like at my old school, and I come up to it was a 4-way stop, but like it was like a one-way coming towards me, but mine was a 2-lane road. So like if I go straight, it turns into a one-way that's coming the other direction. And I didn't understand. I thought that was weird. So I was trying to go like up that way. Yeah. So I just drove straight onto the one-way, and then I see cars coming towards me. I'm like, oh shit. So I like drove down an alley and got out. But yeah. Anyways, so that was one thing.
Okay.
And
I have one. Okay. I have one that happened today, and then we'll do your other one.
I have 2 more today.
Okay. So today I'm driving to work, but what happens for me is like in the morning I'm really cold, so I bundle up, I get like a big coat, I put my hood on, I get my seat warmer going, I blast like 85 degrees in the car heater, so I'm like super warm. But then halfway my drive to work, I get way too warm. So then I don't want to take my coat off, so I turn the seat warmer off, and then I roll the windows down, so it's like a happy medium.
Okay.
So there's still warm heat, but then there's the cold air coming in too.
So you're blasting heat, but
the windows are down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you could just like turn it to like a normal temperature.
No, but it feels better this way because you get like a mix of like hot and like cold, as opposed to just like you know.
All right. I don't do that, but okay. I see what you're saying.
So I'm driving to work, and it's rainy, obviously, because we're in Seattle, and it rains like 70% of the days. And like, you know, in movies, when you see like a person on the sidewalk and it's like a rainy day and they like are having a shitty day in the movie, and then like a car drives by, hits a puddle, and it just sprays all over them.
Yes.
That like happened to me, but as I was driving a different car.
Wait.
I was driving.
When your windows were down?
And my windows were down, and the car to the left of me hits a puddle, and it's like not like a ton, but like a good. It like got
sprayed you.
It got on my forehead like a big like chunk of like
water.
I couldn't think of the word for water.
Big chunk of water.
A big chunk of water hit my forehead, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Jeez.
Yeah. So I've never witnessed that happen before, like in person. I didn't know that even happened.
That's like my mom told me one time that she was waiting for a bus, or no, she was walking to class and it was rainy, and some bus drives by one of those puddles and just like completely destroyed her and her friend.
I don't even think you're really supposed to chase this. I think you're supposed to like appreciate the flavor, but there's nothing to appreciate.
Not manly enough for this.
Yeah.
I need more hair on my chest. So today I have 2 stories on my drive to work.
Okay.
Both were just stupid people. One was someone that just like really, the type of person that really pisses me off. I was in the left lane. I was on the highway going like 60. And then there's this idiot that merges over all the way from the right, and he starts going like 40. Oh, and I'm like, and I had to slam on my brakes because he like pulled in front of me, and he's like going slow.
Yeah.
And like I'm right on his ass, and he just like, I can see him like doing this at me, like looking up, like, what are you doing? Like, get off my ass.
Yeah.
Like, go around
drive
me.
The speed limit.
I'm like, don't go in the left lane or go like, so annoying. Or at least don't act like you're mad at me for tailgating you.
Are you the type of guy that'll honk?
No, I got close to. I'm not a honker. I drove around him and I gave him a look. He didn't look at me though.
I rarely ever honk.
Yeah, but there's times where I'm just like really pissed off. I'm like, you deserve this. I'm honking at you.
I've never in my whole life laid on my horn. Like, you know how I've never been like where I get cut off and some people are just like, fuck you, and just like lay on the horn.
Oh, well, I've like done that because I'm going to get run off the road. Like, I've almost got run off the road before.
I mean, yeah. What?
Well, I was on the highway. Was
going to merge into you.
Yeah, they were merging into me, and I started honking, and they like wouldn't stop, so I had to slam my brakes. Yeah. But the second thing that happened, this was probably 10 minutes after this.
Okay.
I was in the second to left lane, and I merged over to the left lane to get around somebody else. And in the middle of that lane is a fucking recycling bin.
What?
A whole recycling bin, like one of those blue big cans, is in the middle of the lane. And I'm like, oh shit! There was a guy to the right of me because I was going around him, so like I had to swerve off the road, like on the like side of the road,
like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, and to get around it, like I didn't hit it luckily, and like it was a big like side of the road, so it wasn't like I was driving off the road.
But like a bunch of people must have been in the same situation you were. Like
yeah,
everybody.
I looked behind me and I saw like a bunch of other people swerving all these directions, and then like a mile up the road is this guy he had this like pickup truck and he had like 3 other recycling bins in there. And I just see him looking at his thing like scratching his head.
Like, where the hell is my other recycling bin?
Dude.
That's so funny.
Because like, think about how bad that would be if that hit your car.
Yeah, dude, that could like total your car.
Yeah.
Like, that could fuck you up.
My mom had that happen one time, but with a big block of styrofoam. Like some guy had all this styrofoam on his truck, and one of them fell off, and she like didn't really have a choice but to hit it, and it dented her car, and it was just styrofoam.
Damn. Yeah. Okay, pro tip for everybody out there. This might actually help you in some point in your life. So I not liking it too much. I
don't get it.
Yeah.
It's fine. I prefer beer.
So basically my car got totaled a couple summers ago, and like I learned a lot about like what you do in different situations. And one thing that I learned was that like if you ever for some reason hit an object, like not another car, but like if there's something in the road and you hit it, or you hit a recycling bin, or you hit like a part of like a tire or like some debris or some shit.
Uh-huh.
If you like report it to the insurance company, like if it did like a good amount of damage, always say that it was a moving object, that like it was coming at, because like
recycling
basically
was coming at me.
Yeah, or you could say like it was rolling, or it was like because apparently the insurance companies, if it's a stationary item and
like
you run
fault.
into it, it's your fault.
Makes sense.
But if it's like a tire that's like flying through the air, it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently that's a big difference for the insurance companies.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Well, I just wonder how that guy got his recycling bin back, because it was in the middle of the highway.
He probably didn't get it back, honestly.
Because
you can't, or you waited till rush hour was done. Because you can't, how is he going to, or he drives back on the other side of the highway, goes way past the exit, then turns around, gets back on the highway.
Yeah. I just don't get how it fell out of his thing, because it like, it wasn't like a full size one. It was like a half size recycling bin.
Oh yeah.
Well, but it was like big though, and it was not really hanging out of the bed of his truck that much.
I don't know,
man.
Wow, you've had an interesting couple days.
Yeah, I almost died a couple times.
Yeah. Okay, this is really random, but I just need to get this out there.
All right.
Tuna fish sandwiches
Gross.
are I believe they are the most underrated sandwich on planet Earth.
Okay, I was gonna say the opposite. They are disgusting,
dude. So like, I've always liked tuna fish.
Why? This is so
like,
random.
Just hear me out. So, and then like, it's kind of my go-to when I don't want to like make a dinner, because like making like a tuna sandwich literally takes like 1 minute. You just throw it in there, throw some mayonnaise, put some, pro tip, celery salt.
I'm disgusted by
Dude,
right now.
Listen.
This is gross.
Celery salt.
I'm gonna throw up all over you.
Well, yeah, because you don't like tuna or mayo,
or
right?
fish.
Okay, but
mayo's fine, but
listen, this is what I was gonna say. Tuna is the only fish that tastes like meat and not fish.
Nope, tastes shitty.
No, it doesn't, bro.
John,
have
it
you
does for me.
had tuna in a can? Like can?
Probably.
Kyle, I just think you haven't had.
How could it be good in a can,
dude? Because it tastes like ground up turkey. Like it literally tastes the same.
It's in a can. It's just sitting in this shit.
Kyle, it's not like that's how it works. It's not like
you're gonna get mercury poisoning, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, if you
mercury.
eat it all the time, apparently you're not supposed to eat tuna more than twice a week.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you can get mercury.
But the fact that that's even a problem is like,
but if you don't eat it that much, you're not gonna get it.
Well, guess who has no mercury in their system? This guy.
But that's like saying like, oh, if you like drink too much alcohol, you'll get alcohol poisoning. It's like, yeah, no shit. That's what I'm saying. So like,
but alcohol's
wait, I think
fun.
I just defended your viewpoint.
I think you might have.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I was going for there.
I agree with you though.
But all I'm saying is that
I think you defended your,
tuna fish is so simple. It's so good. You just put it on bread, and it's just the most delicious. And it has a lot of protein. Very not that good for you. Mayonnaise is not good for you.
Nope. What is mayo? Eggs?
It's
lard?
Eggs mixed with like fat and shit and stuff.
Disgusting. Who like came up with that? Like, oh, let's mix this together.
I don't know.
And smear this white shit on our sandwiches.
Yo, but secret sauce? Do you like secret sauce?
What is secret sauce?
Like every place has like a variation where it's just ketchup and mayo mixed.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like ketchup or mayo by themselves, really, though. I like them combined.
Wow.
Like campfire sauce.
Yeah. Also, the other night, I'm not proud of it, but it is an accomplishment. I ate an entire Red Baron pizza, and I was looking at the back.
I've done it.
And it said serving size is 1/4 of the pizza, and it's 330 calories. So basically, it's like 1,300 calories for the.
You're fine.
It's whatever. Yeah.
No biggie.
It has a lot. It's just really bad for you, but. I should probably take another sip of this.
I just want to get this over with so I can just drink a beer instead.
It's currently 3 in the afternoon, and the only other time in my life when I've drank alcohol before 6 at night, I had 10 shots in an hour, and I basically like died.
Can you tell me about this? I need more information.
Yeah,
about
you
this.
kind of got like the general overview, but I'll give you the rundown. So, my friend Jordan, one of my best friends, goes to SMU, and she was like, "You should come to a football game with us. It'll be fun." And this was when I first moved to Texas, and I had like no friends and didn't know anybody. So I was like, "Oh, I'll go. Like, I want to meet people." So I go there, and it's a morning game, or the game is at like noon. So it's like 10 in the morning, and like we have some sort of vodka. I don't know what it was, but like her friends are all like experienced college students, and they drink like probably quite a few times a week. And then I like hardly drink at all for the most part. And they were like, "All right, we're gonna like take shots." And I was like, so like I did like 4. I was like, and then like some other people kept going, and I was like, well, I feel fine. Man. So like I'll keep going. And then basically what happened is me and this one dude, it was like this really tall dude, like this like big guy.
You're trying to keep up with that guy?
Well, like him and I were like pretty cool. Like I was like became friends with this guy.
Oh, you're trying to impress him with your
stomach?
stomach?
I mean, I wasn't trying to impress him. It was more of just like.
Then why'd you do it?
Cause like I just wanted to like hang out with the guy.
I think you would have been fine if you just took like 4 or 5.
I know, but like, so what happens? I mean, I know this now, but at the time, I didn't really hardly ever drink, so I'd never.
You don't know your
I didn't know my tolerance, but I also didn't know that like you have to wait a while for it to hit you.
Yeah.
Like I kind of would just think like, oh, if I don't feel it yet, I'm not drunk at all. And so then I did 6 more.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And then I hit 10, and then like that was the only time in my life when I blacked out, but it wasn't like a full blackout. It was just like, I don't know how I got from the kitchen to throwing up in the bathroom, but next thing I remember, I was just dripping sweat, like my shirt was like I just like got out of the lake. It was like drenched in sweat,
sweating like,
and I was just
alcohol?
Like, I don't know. And then I was just like puking a bunch, and then like I just remember Jordan like was like babysitting me, which I was like this is so embarrassing because I just met all these people. None of them even knew me. Yeah. I was just a random dude that like can't handle himself. And
it happens.
Yeah.
Everyone has a night that's just.
Do you want to tell your story? You want to tell the one when you did the morning after?
I have a couple. All right. Yeah. All right. Well,
Just give us the rundown.
My worst all time, just like. You were a piece of shit moment. So this was when I was going to school in Bellingham, and our friend Connor, me and him lived together, and his brother bought us an 18 rack of Rainier, which to this day I can't drink Rainier anymore.
Just shitty beer.
And so we're like, oh, we'll just split this together. So we each had 9, and like we were pretty fucked up. I remember like we had the nail that was sticking out of our carpet, and I was trying to hammer it down with a lotion bottle.
Wait, I never heard that part.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cause like on the, you know when you like step off of a carpet and then it hurts, you know? What? Like if you step on the edge of a carpet and there's those little nails, you know, that tack it down.
The nails are supposed to be underneath the carpet.
No, I know, but like have you ever? There's like this happened in my old house. Like if you're stepping between carpet and hardwood, if you step like on the crack,
gap,
yeah, like
feel like the nails.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it was like that, but it stuck way out because it was like a newer apartment.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, like for some reason we were sitting in the doorway, we were just really fucked up, sitting in the doorway, and I was like, oh, like I'll just pound this thing down. So I was like pounded it down with some lotion. Anyways, I broke the lotion bottle. It was like, anyways, yeah, the next morning.
So you were fine that night.
Well, I was very drunk,
but you
I went to bed and I had the spins, and I was like, "This is gonna be a bad morning the next day."
Yeah.
I wake up the next morning, and I was like, I knew I was gonna throw up. Like I just like had that feeling. I was like, "This is bad. I just need to get it out."
Yeah.
But I also really had to take a shit, so I took a shit. I had the beer shits. And it wasn't great. I mean, you know, if you've had those before, it's
just explosive liquid.
It's just not good. I'm kind of beating around the bush here. I know, Dad. I know you're probably listening to this. I'm sorry.
Phil's had the beer shits before, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, Dad.
Your dad's had it at one point or another.
I'm 21 now, so I can tell these stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shitting, and then the smell of my shit made me throw up. I started throwing up in the toilet.
But I need a rundown. So you were sitting on the toilet. You took the poop.
Yeah.
Then
wiped.
You finished wiping.
I wiped.
So you were clean.
I was clean.
But
I got
as you
up
were
and I was
wiping,
like,
were you like, all right, here it comes?
I was like, this is gross. I was like, this is bad.
So you immediately do a 180.
I do a 180. I'm on my knees on the floor, and I'm throwing up.
Did you make it all in the toilet? Like, did it get in cleanly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And
then the other bad.
Yeah, what was the other one?
The other bad time. It was New Year's. A couple years ago. It was like my first time drinking like a lot.
Yeah.
And so like you, I didn't know my limit. And I was trying to keep up with some of our friends who drank more than I did. And so I was like, I don't remember a lot about that night, to be honest.
Okay.
I remember just like weird little things. Like I remember running through a field and I had new white Vans or black Vans on and I ruined them.
Okay.
And then, I got home and my sister was home. And, like, she had never seen me drunk before because I was, like, one of my first times drinking.
Yeah.
She was, like, laughing at me and, like, taking pictures of me and making fun of me because I looked barely conscious.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, I'm going to go throw up. And she's like, wait, what? And I'm, like, walking to the bathroom. And then I yacked on top of the toilet.
Oh, like, and then you mean the seat was closed?
Yeah, like, I didn't quite get there.
Part
I was like 1 second too late on top of the seat. I was 1 second too late.
So then it got everywhere, all over the floor and everything?
Yeah, it was gross. It was a mess. And then I eventually opened it and I was throwing up. And then I like thought I had cleaned it all up. And I found out later that she had to clean it all up. So sorry, Karina. Sorry for that.
So you just like were so drunk you just went to bed and like Karina's probably like, what the fuck, Kyle? Like, come on, dude.
She thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was probably mad that she had to clean it all up.
Didn't you throw up in the shower the next morning too?
Well, no. So then I get into my room. My mom still wasn't home yet, and that was like when I was still like, I was like 19, I think.
Okay.
Or 18. So like I don't know. My parents weren't. I didn't really. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like I wasn't like super open. Like, oh yeah, I'm going out to drink tonight.
Yeah.
But like they would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
I guess. So like I didn't want my mom to find me drunk in the bathroom or something, and she wasn't home yet, luckily, so she wasn't hearing me throwing up in the bathroom. And then I get into my room and I'm like undressing to get into bed. I fell over and hit my head on the wall.
Oh my god!
And then I just remember Karina going, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I went up and threw up more in the bathroom.
Wait, that was the same before you went to bed?
Yeah, and then I went to bed.
So you threw up, went in your bathroom,
and then I went
hit
to
your
bed.
head on the wall.
Yeah.
Then went back and threw up more.
Yeah, and then I went to bed. And I woke up the next morning, and then I threw up more in the shower. And I was pretty hungover, and I got downstairs, and I was like I was nervous. My mom was gonna be like notice that I was visibly hungover.
Yeah.
I get downstairs and she's like laying on the couch because like the night before, because it was New Year's.
Yeah.
And she said that one of the neighbors like made her a mixed drink that was like way stronger than she thought it was. So she was really drunk too, and so she was more hungover than I was.
Oh, okay.
And so she was just laying on the couch.
So there
and
was
she didn't even notice.
yeah. So she had no reason to be mad at you because I mean she probably wouldn't have been mad anyways.
Yeah.
So one time I was a freshman in college and my girlfriend at the time was a senior in high school. And at that point, like I had drank one time ever before that, but I didn't even get drunk.
You did?
Yeah. I drank it like Hertolo. I had like one mixed drink.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But I didn't like, I didn't even feel anything. So this was my first time like I went into this, like my goal of the night was like, I'm going to get drunk.
Oh, you documented it too.
Yeah. So
there's a video out there.
So like,
well, it's not out there, but
that video.
I have a way that I could find it. I found it one time.
I got a text from one of my friends named Murtaza, who I love to death. I love Murtaza. And he was like, yo, I just saw your drunk video. I was like, what the fuck?
How did he see that?
I don't know.
Willig.
Somebody leaked it.
It was not me.
It's been leaked, and now I think it's like circulating. Like
no.
Other people have seen it. So anyways, my whole goal was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go get drunk for the first time. And at that point, all my other friends had like been drunk for the most part, or most of my friends, I guess. And so they were like, oh, like You
know? Is that what we were like?
Yeah. They were like happy that I was gonna get drunk or whatever. So
I was
like,
excited for this video.
They're like, all right, send some Snapchats. But like, since I'm into videography or whatever, I was like, I'll just like vlog the whole thing and make like a vlog out of it. And so periodically throughout the night, I would like do vlog. I would like literally leave like the party area and go like to like just rooms, like empty rooms, and be like, all right guys, it's 11:20 p.m. I'm feeling pretty good so far. But like by the end, dude, like we'd have to rewatch the video to see what I said, but like by the end I was like, I don't know what my legs are doing. Like,
one line I remember is you're in the bathroom just filming yourself and you're like, hey guys, I'm pretty drunk. I just took a piss and like I think like when I'm drunk, I just like don't care about stuff, and like I didn't even care where I was peeing. So like I think I peed on the lid, and
yeah, but like that was like my first like realization of like when you like I didn't know what being drunk felt like, and that was the first thing I noticed is like some things you just don't give a shit. Like, and I still to this day, like if I'm peeing and I'm drunk, like if a little bit gets on my shorts or like I'm probably not going to clean it up, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why drunk people suck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a classy thing, but and then I got into bed, and like that night, like I was way too drunk and like drank way too much for like my first real time. And so I was laying in bed. I had the worst spins ever, and like I didn't know what like pulling the trigger meant. And all my friends, like, I was texting some of my friends. They're like, oh, like, just pull trig. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And they're like, oh, just force yourself to throw up. And I'm like, no, like, I am not forcing myself to throw up. That sounds terrible. So I just laid there, and, like, everything was spinning. And then, like, my girlfriend at the time recorded this video. And I just remember, like I was looking at the camera that was, like, 5 feet away. And I was like, all right, guys. I feel really terrible. I want to throw up, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to throw up. I just fought it. Bro, I like did not sleep at all because I was just on the verge of throwing up the whole time.
Ugh.
And
That's
yeah,
gross.
so.
Well.
Anyways, and then
alcohol.
Another thing about throwing up, that night when I like drank way too much at SMU in college, like after I like recovered a little bit and threw up a bazillion times, I was like, all right, like I feel a bit better, but like
Did you try to drink more?
No. But she was like, my friend Jordan was like, hey, like we should go get food or something. Like you probably need some food. So she's like, you want me to go get you something? I was like, no, like I'll come with. So we walked across campus. I told you this one time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is so embarrassing, dude. Like I never want to go back to SMU because this is the most embarrassing thing. So we walk across campus, and then we go in, like a lot of colleges have like a little, it's like a convenience store, but it's open late, and it just has like candy and like Gatorade and shit like that. And we go in there and like get some food, and then like as she was checking out, I was like, I'm gonna go outside. Like I just need some fresh air. Like I'm getting really hot. She was like, okay.
She knew you were about to yak.
She knew. So she like checked out, and it was like literally not even 3 minutes later. Like right as she's about to come out, like she's literally walking out the door. I'm like, oh fuck, here it comes. And like, so I tried to, there was a garbage can like 10 feet away, and I run over to it, but it's one of those garbage cans that has a big metal lid on it. And you like
a dome,
it's like a dome, and you push, you like push the little flap in. and so like, I couldn't like puke sideways into it. So like,
so you're trying to like, oh.
Well, no, like I knew it wouldn't work, so I didn't even bother. So I was like, fuck it. And I just puked on the ground right next to it. And bro, it was like a Saturday night. Man. It was like a Saturday night at like 11 p.m. There was kids everywhere. Like there was probably like 60 people all around me, and they were just like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I mean, everyone's been there at some point.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you're at college, it's not like a surprising thing to see.
Yeah. But
it was just really embarrassing. And so then we walked. Okay, then get this. Then we walked back, and I didn't even get anything because I felt so shitty. I was like, I'm just going to, if I eat anything, I'm going to throw it up. So I waited another couple hours. And then by the time I was sober, like later at night, because like we started drinking at like 10 in the morning. Ugh. So by the time I was sober, it was probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 at night or something, or 8 at night. I drive to Chick-fil-A. I get the little nuggets of Chick-fil-A. I drive back, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to like head out. See you guys. And I just ate all like my nuggets. And then I get to my car in the parking lot. I sit inside. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Oh. So then in the parking lot, I'm puking out the side of my car door.
God.
Yeah, it was just, I think I puked probably like 15 times that day.
Ugh.
It was bad.
It's one of the worst feelings ever.
It is. Like, and it made me literally like, when I smell vodka now, like I just get like
That's how I am
those
with Rainier
memories.
now.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you had to reset the cameras yet?
Yeah.
This would be the episode that we forget to reset the
Oh
cameras.
yeah, no, I was about to say like I think like by the end I'm either gonna forget to like stop the audio recording or one of the back cameras gonna die and I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
As much as I dislike this whiskey, I like it more than IPA.
This
completely
tastes
honest.
better than it did last time. Probably because
You're a
I
little
had
drunk.
the whiskey before. That melted my taste buds.
So, all right.
I don't even know how to get into this.
Yeah, another story that that I have.
This is just all the stories that we probably wouldn't have shared if we hadn't been drinking.
Yeah. So let me just say, like, this podcast is gonna make it sound like I'm like
Just an animal.
either an animal or just like a dumbass. But what's funny is that like in all of middle school and high school, I like prided myself on like, oh, I'm like never gonna drink.
Yeah, me too.
And I just like, I don't know. I didn't see the appeal to it. And because, whoa, here we go. In high school, I felt like a lot of the kids that were drinking were like the douchebag kids that were like doing it to like look cool or whatever. Which like obviously my thoughts have like changed now.
They probably weren't.
And I
They're
think
probably
that-
just doing it because it was fun or something.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there is like a time and place for it for sure.
Yeah.
But, and so anyways, I was kind of like, for a long time, I had done like the least amount of like stuff compared to like most high school
And I was
kids.
like the one right above you. Like everybody else had done more.
Yeah, than like both of us.
Yeah.
And anyways, so just keep that in mind that like I'm gonna tell a story, but like okay, I'm gonna tell my first weed experience. But keep in mind that like I don't like weed is legal here, but I don't really like I've never like bought my own weed. I don't like smoke a lot or whatever, but like I have tried it, and so this was my first experience trying it, but like I don't go too crazy.
First of all, I don't get. I mean, I know like talking about drunk stories compared to talking about like high stories is such a.
There's such a stigma around it.
Yeah.
But it's so okay, yeah.
First of all, it's both legal here.
Yeah. Literally at this point in Washington state, they're equally as legal. Cuz you can't drink alcohol in public.
Yeah.
You can't smoke weed in public, but you can do it from the comfort of your home.
Yeah, but you could like go to a restaurant and buy alcohol.
But
you know, like you can't like smoke a J at a restaurant.
That's true, but you can't smoke anything in a restaurant.
Yeah,
Like you can't smoke cigarettes even.
Mm-hmm.
So, but actually, before I get into the story, I wanted to talk about that real quick. I just wanted to say, like, I had this thought, like, it's so crazy that you can literally just go in any grocery store and buy a bottle of something that will literally kill you.
Yeah.
If you drink it all. Yet weed, like, okay, I'm like all for weed being legal. I don't even smoke weed. I've smoked like less than like 10 times my whole life.
Yeah.
But I'm still for weed, and like I think there's a lot of positives to it. And I mean, of course, I think there's some drawbacks too. But like the fact that you can go buy alcohol and there's no stigma, and like the older people that are against weed will like get drunk or see no issues with just drinking like poison, literal
the
poison.
people that are against weed are the old guys sipping scotch.
Yeah.
Or whiskey.
It's like it's literally poison, and
Yeah.
it alters your body like in the same like more than weed does.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. So anyways, the fact that you can go and buy it, I was thinking like it's just so crazy. Wow, what am I saying?
I don't know.
It's just weird that you can go buy all these assortments of alcohol in a grocery store, but you still can't do that with weed. And a lot of states, weed's not even legal. It's just like crazy to me. And I believe there will be a point. I think it'll be a while, but eventually I bet there'll come a point where you can just buy weed in like a grocery store the same way there's like a liquor section. There will be like a weed section. Because it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I concur.
Anyways, so with that being said, this was my first experience with weed. I don't know if I drank at this point. I think I had definitely drank alcohol before I smoked weed. And
we were freshmen in college.
Yeah. So we were at Kyle's apartment, and
one other friend was there.
One other friend was there, and that friend had a dab pen. Is that the correct word?
Yeah.
A dab pen which if you don't smoke weed, it's basically
It's just like oil or something.
it's just like oil, but it's just like if you don't want to like smoke a joint, you just do the dab. It's like
Gets you high.
it just gets you, it just fucking gets you high. So, and then that other friend brought edibles, and so we were there, and he was like, all right, well, like, if you're nervous to smoke weed, how about you just take an edible? Because, like, because my biggest concern was, like, I run a lot, I, like, exercise, and, like, I don't want to compromise the
Like
health
bad
of my lungs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to put shit in there when I, like, work hard to be, like, to run a lot. And so he was like, all right, eat this edible, and it'll just get you high just from eating it. And I was like, all right. So I took it, and it's like, I don't know how much edibles you're supposed to take, but it was just like a little cookie thing or like a brownie thing.
Yeah, it was like a little chocolate.
It was like a little chocolate square, and I ate it, and he's like, all right, they take a while to kick in, so it'll take probably a couple hours. So I waited probably an hour and a half maybe, and then I was like, well, this isn't doing anything. And then as that was happening, my other friend was like smoking his dab pen, or hitting his dab, I don't know the terminology.
Yeah,
he was hitting his dab pen, and he's like, hey, do you want some? And then, but like Kyle was like, I don't know if you should, bro. Like, I think you'll be fine. Like, it's going to hit you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, like, sure, I'll try it. Like, obviously the edible's not working. Like, in my brain, I assumed the edible was like, just didn't work.
This didn't work. It was like a faulty edible.
Yeah, it was like faulty. And so I was like, well, I feel stone cold sober, so sure, I'll hit it. And so I hit the dab pen, and apparently it was like one, maybe too big of a hit of the dab pen, and two, anyways,
it was like peaking both right.
They
at the same
both
time.
hit me at the same time, and I was upstairs, and like we wanted to chill downstairs and like watch a movie or TV or something. So it hit me at once right at the edge of the stairs, and I shit you not, I turned tunnel vision. I was looking through like little straws, like tunnel vision, and it was strobe lights. Like the world was strobing. I was like, holy shit, guys! Like I'm gonna fall down. It was like I don't know if your memory's different.
I'll tell my perspective of the story after you tell your story.
Okay, so I was like, shit, guys! Like I'm gonna fall down the stairs, and so like, all right, guys, like help him down. Everyone started kind of freaking out because they didn't want me to like pass out or like fall down the stairs. So they helped me down the stairs. And then I walked to the kitchen, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, my hands are on the kitchen counter, and I'm leaning against my forehead against the sink, and I pass out, like standing up.
Everything goes black.
Like, yeah, like I just black out, which apparently I guess it's like called greening out or something.
Well, no,
I don't know if
greening out's like when you throw up.
Okay, so I didn't green out, but like
I mean, you did green out. I think it's like when you freak out or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I like greened out or blacked out or whatever, but I was standing up, leaning against the sink with my forehead, and like I didn't fall over somehow. And then all of a sudden I wake up, and I'm like, whoa. And like I didn't know what just happened, and they like all my friends were staring at me like, what the fuck just happened to him? Because like I don't know how long was I out for? Was it like just 10 seconds?
Yeah,
5
it was
seconds?
like 5 seconds.
So it was like 5 seconds. And I wake up and they're like, yo, what the fuck is... Like, I could tell from their eyes that something was wrong. And then everything was strobing. And I told them, I'm like, guys, like, it's strobe lights. Like, everything's strobing. And they were like, all right, let's go get him outside so he can get some fresh air. And I take 2 steps to walk outside. And I pass out again mid-step. And I fall and bash my head against his wall. And I made a hole in the wall or just a dent.
You pushed the door into the wall, and the door dented the wall.
So I dented the wall, and then I wake up again on the ground, and I'm like I didn't know how I got from the sink to the ground, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm outside. Like I teleported out. Like,
you remember walking outside?
I don't remember anything from the ground to outside, and then like this is the part that's so pro tip: don't do this if you're high. But I was like. It was my first time smoking. I was like freaking out. I was outside. And at the time I had a girlfriend. And I was like, guys, please take my phone. Text my girlfriend.
You were telling this to me.
Yeah. I was like, Kyle, you have to text her. Tell her what happened. But tell her that I'm okay. And he's like.
I was like, I'm not going to text her
He's
for
like,
you.
He's like, dude, like, I don't think you need to text her. Like, you're fine. Like, you're not dying.
You can't die from weed.
Yeah. He's like, dude, you're just like freaking out. And then. So like for some reason I like took my phone and I like wrote this essay about like this is what happened, but I'm okay, blah blah, and then it just like freaked her out more. And then what I hated the most, the thing that pissed me off, which I would recommend if I could go back and redo it, I would tell you guys to not do this. All my friends were like, bro, stop freaking out, bro. Like John, stop freaking out. You're just freaking out. You're just getting in your own head, bro. Stop freaking out.
And then that made me
freak out more.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like telling me I'm freaking out, so then I start freaking out. So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you my perspective of the story. So I could tell this edible was hitting John because he was on the phone. Our other friend was driving up and he wasn't there yet. And he was on the phone with him, and I could just tell by the way he was talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, man, like it's fine. Like you can get here whenever, man. Like it's fine." And I was like, "All right." It's starting to hit him now. But then he didn't. I think he had never been high before, so he didn't know what it felt like to be high. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, so then he takes the hit of the dab pen. He's at the top of the stairs, and he just bends over, and then me and our friend are standing there, and John just goes, "Oh my God, I'm gonna fall down the stairs." And we're like, "What? Like, you're fine." And then we're like, "Okay, maybe you just need a glass of water." So we walk him downstairs, walk up to the kitchen sink, and then John's just like drinking water, and he's leaning over the sink, and then out of nowhere passes out, standing up. And the sink, pretend if you're watching on YouTube, pretend this microphone is a sink. He's standing, passed out, with his head against the sink, standing up, and he was like, kind of like twitching a little bit.
Oh God!
And me and my friend are like, "What the fuck?" So I'm like, shake John. I'm like, John, you okay? He's like, "No, what happened?" I'm like, "All right, I think we need to get you some fresh air. Let's walk outside." John takes 2 steps and then just goes sideways and then comes crashing down to the ground. Again, he's twitching, and we're like, what is going on?
Wait, I was twitching?
Yeah, you were twitching.
Like,
that's what was creepy.
Like bad? Like
no,
did it looked
was
like I was
just
having like a seizure?
No, it was like little twitches.
Oh
And we're just
God.
like, what the but every time I shook you, you would be like awake.
Yeah.
I was like, John, you're like, what happened? That was the first thing you said. Or no, you go, how did I get on the floor? I'm like, dude, you just fell over. I don't really know. So then we walk you outside, and you're just sitting on my porch, and you're like, dude, you please text my girlfriend, please. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say to her. Like, this is not my responsibility. Yeah, and then John, and I had to share a pull-out bed with John that night, and he kept like waking up every 5 minutes and like freaking out.
Yo, one thing I will say though, people say that when you're high, you sleep better, and you just like it just knocks you out, and you have the best sleep of your life. I did not sleep for a minute that night, but I think it's because like I did way too much. And I like green out. Like I was, bro, every single noise I heard, my brain analyzed, like, where is the noise coming from? Like, what does this noise mean? Is it like causing me danger? Like I was tripping, bro. And I remember that, God, dude, I hope my parents never listen to this podcast. Luckily, my parents aren't tech savvy, but my sister is definitely listening to this.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care, but
my parents are listening to this. They don't care.
All right, okay. We have another thing planned for the second portion or the last portion of this podcast, but I wanted to just mention this one last thing about weed. So we were on like the pull-out bed or whatever, just hanging out, or on the couch, I think, and Kyle recorded this like Snapchat. I don't know what you said. Okay,
I'll play it.
I just want to say though, this was my first time ever, and this was my first time experiencing what people talk about, where like you'll start a sentence and then as you're talking, you totally forget what you're talking about or where the sentence started from. So I started talking and then I just totally blanked, and Kyle got it on video, and it was like,
John, how you feeling? It's weird. Like, I don't know. I just don't remember why this one started. He starts talking, and then he just... Why did the Snapchats come from?
Why did the Snapchat come from?
Oh God. Yeah. So anyways, that's that. But we figured for the last portion of this podcast, we would do a Would You Rather. So we're going to just pull up some questions and just have a good old time.
We've done this before, and this was one of my favorite segments.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but like, it's just fun.
You want to get on your laptop?
I can get it on my phone. Oh. Okay, wait. Before we do this, would you rather? Okay. This is crazy. Isn't it weird that every single person on planet Earth has a different voice?
What?
Like
everyone's different. They all sound different.
You'll never, ever find 2 people with the same voice. There's 7
similar, maybe.
billion different voices. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
how are you writing this off like, oh, it's not that crazy?
no, yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, there's people that sound similar though.
Yeah. I mean, and there's people that can imitate other people's voices.
That's true.
For sure. But, like, it's never perfect. And, like, there's oftentimes when, I'll hear two British people talking.
Yeah, they all sound the same.
To me, they sound the same.
Yeah,
but that's only because I'm not familiar with, like, how they talk. And to people who, like, are from there, they're like, oh, they don't sound the same at all.
Yeah.
That's like, to a lot of people, we probably sound the same.
That's like if a foreign person hearing someone speak English, hearing a person from New York and a person from Seattle talk, and they think that they sound the same.
Yeah. They sound totally different.
But they sound so different. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's so many words. There's this podcast that Kyle and I both listen to with these guys from New York. And there's so many words that I'll just, like, kind of crack up as I'm listening. Because I'm just, like, the fact that they just say it that way is so weird to me. And, like, some words, like, people say sneakers. I've never, ever referred to my shoes as sneakers.
Yeah.
In my life.
Shoes.
Yeah, they're just shoes. Would you rather have peanut butter all over your hands constantly forever, or scream as loud as you can every time you urinate? So, like, as you're peeing, you're just screaming.
Every time you pee? Probably that.
Bro, yeah, because peanut butter hands?
Yeah, peanut butter hands sucks. Like,
imagine trying to work.
Yeah.
You're just typing on the computer, your keyboard.
You just shake someone's hand and they're just like,
what the fuck?
What the hell is on your hand?
You're trying to, like, have sex with someone and you see their whole body's all peanut buttery.
It's all covered in peanut butter.
And, like, as you wipe, like, if you had this, like, disease or whatever, right when you wipe the peanut butter off, more peanut butter would just appear. So you can't just, like, wipe it off. Yeah. It's just, like, never ending.
It's always there. Yeah, probably because, like, I can hold my pee for a while.
So
like,
you just pee in seclusion?
Like, only in my home.
Yeah. Be like, Mom.
Which I sort of do anyways. Because I don't have to pee a lot.
Kyle hates peeing in public.
Well, no, not even, like, I just don't need, like, I can hold it. Like, I would just rather pee at home. Like, if I can pee in public,
no,
fine,
like, I understand not wanting to poop in public because, like, you have to sit on the seat. But I don't get why you, like, avoid peeing out and about.
I don't really think I avoid peeing out and about.
You definitely avoid it.
I don't avoid
I've worked with you for 4.5 months.
Worked with me?
I've worked at work. We
yeah.
work at the same place, and not once have you gone pee. Ever.
Yeah, I just don't have to. Like, there's, like, times in the day where I just don't need to pee.
I don't know if I buy it. I think you're avoiding it.
Well, what am I avoiding?
I think you're scared
First of all, I don't know where the bathroom is.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to find the bathroom.
But that's not why I'm not peeing at work.
I think it is. I think you're like,
you know what? I'm gonna pee at work.
Okay.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Prove me wrong. Pee at work.
Yeah, you can watch me. Well,
right.
Or maybe not. You don't have to watch me. I'll videotape it for you. Okay.
Would you rather be able to go back in time as you please, whenever you want, or stop time and be able to move objects, people, etc.?
I would do that because I could be the fastest man. Well, I could, like, alter history for the benefit of myself. Like, I could easily rob banks.
That wouldn't be like, you would not be idolized though. You would be viewed as this terrible criminal.
No, but they wouldn't know it's me because I would sneak around the camera and grab it.
So you wouldn't alter history.
Oh, I got tangled.
You would just be a rich
I guess
criminal.
Originally, where I was going with that was not going the criminal route. I'm tangled in cords right now. Sorry. I was gonna say,
like, it's like stopping bad guys.
No, I was saying, what are you doing?
I don't know. I didn't even notice I was doing this. Well,
peeling the sticker off.
I just ripped off the sticker.
No, like, if I were like racing against Usain Bolt, like, I could be the fastest man ever.
But wouldn't they realize something was up? They would realize something was up when they fire the gun and you're already at the finish line.
That's true. I could be a really good baseball player because if I could see, I could freeze frame where the pitch is coming.
Oh, and you freeze everybody in the stands. But then what about the people at home? They would see you freezing everyone. Or would you freeze every single human on planet Earth?
What are you talking about? Yeah, I would freeze everything except for myself. It's like Click, like with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would freeze everything.
You'd see where the ball is going.
I would see, like, because in your head it takes you a little bit of time to register. Okay, curveball, fastball. Where is this going? So like I would register that, pause, be like, okay, this is a fastball. Looks like it's headed down the middle. And then I would play, swing, hit it.
Oh.
But if it's anywhere else, not gonna swing. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Whoa. Wait, so it's a... Wait, say it again?
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Dude, 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah, but they would all just kick your shins.
Bro, I just kicked the shit out of them. Ducks are tiny. I'd spin in a 360 and just judo kick the fuck out of them.
Yeah, but you'd have to judo kick really low because they're not that tall.
Oh, yeah, I just go...
Yeah, but there's 100, dude. There's a lot.
Bro, 100?
They're like kick. I would pick that too, but like they'll probably kick you in the ankles a lot. That probably wouldn't feel good.
Dude, listen.
Like a little hoof to the ankle, wouldn't be much.
Dude,
but
those
like
hoofs
over
are
and over and over.
Weak as fuck. Imagine a little duck paw just.
Yeah, but it's a horse, so it has more strength than a duck.
But it's the size. But strength is relative to size.
Sure. Okay, sure. But like, think about it.
Bro, I could jump. Listen, I jump up, right? I jump up like 6 inches.
Stomp on them.
They run underneath me, and then I fall down and stomp on them, and I just continually, boof, boof, boof.
Okay, that might be the move. You might roll your ankle though. 'Cause you might land on a horse and like,
yeah,
ankle
that's
down,
true.
and then you're down, and then they start hoofing your face.
Oh, they hoof your eyeball out.
Yeah, you get hoofed.
Uh-oh.
But like if you fought a big
and they
duck,
have those,
it would just.
They have those like big ass kicks. Like you seen those videos when someone goes up behind them and they just.
Yeah, like that, but smaller. It'd be like a little punch to the face.
Yeah. Okay.
But
wait.
then like a big duck would be like.
That'd be fucking terrifying.
That would be really scary.
Ducks are already scary.
Like
dude.
it could just its bill could just it could
just eat you. Yeah.
pick you up and throw you.
Yeah. No thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. What would
Anything smaller the better. Like
Yeah.
imagine if spiders were the sizes of horses.
No, hell no. That's like Harry Potter.
Dude, it'd be terrifying.
Yeah. No thanks.
I just touched your foot.
God, get off. Go away.
Did you ever play footsie?
What are you talking about?
Did you play footsie with girls? You ever play footsie? Come on.
I don't know.
You so played footsie with girls.
I mean, like,
Did you be honest?
I don't have a specific memory of like.
You don't vividly remember like flirting with a girl via foot?
No. Like
Dude.
I remember like I don't know. Maybe I
dude,
kicked them.
I
I'm sure I did, but I don't remember. Like
I footed this girl so hard, bro. I'm not gonna say her name, but like you know her for sure. But like in elementary school,
it helps in no way.
me, this other guy, this girl, and this other guy. Me and this girl sat across from each
You
other.
gang footed her?
No, just me and her.
Oh,
We'd sit
okay.
across, and I'd
Footing
be
with
like,
the crowd.
"Wow,
That's weird.
yeah." I'm a big foot guy. Not really. Yo, foot fetishes? I don't understand. Is that a joke? All over the gaming community. I'm a big part of the gaming community. Follow a bunch of people in the gaming
A lot
scene.
of foot fetishes on the gaming.
Well,
community?
like, there's this big meme about like, I don't know. Let's say there's like a girl gamer. It's like, oh, like I'll sell foot pics for like $30 a pic, and like
I would do that. First of all,
no, I would too.
I would offer that up if people
I'd
wanted
sell.
it.
Yeah,
If
but
anyone
like,
wants my feet, like I'll send you pictures.
for real. Like if you want to see my hairy feet, bro.
Mine aren't that hairy, so you might like my you might like mine better.
Yeah, if you like a more like clean shaven, just like
Yeah.
sleek looking
I
foot,
gotta-
hit up Kyle. If you want
Yeah.
more of like a caveman looking foot,
Barbaric, like manly foot. That's John. I've got like a nice, like slender, smooth foot.
yeah.
Anyways, continue what you were saying.
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just gonna find a new would you rather question.
All right, we're gonna look back on this episode and be like, God, this is not a
Very
good look.
funny. Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather be in optimal physical condition regardless of what you eat and how active you are? So like you're always in peak performance. You're Michael Phelps no
Always?
matter what you do, always, your
Okay.
whole life.
Okay.
Or only have to pay 10% of what everyone else pays for things.
Oh,
That's a
that
toughie.
one. I would pick that one.
Really?
Yeah, because like I could just get in good shape
Oh,
with my cheap gym membership.
Because you wouldn't have to worry about like paying rent. You wouldn't have to worry about money in
Yeah.
general.
All
So
that
you'd
stress
spend
that's
all your
making me
other-
look ugly now would just gone.
Oh, and you'd spend all your free time that you're not spending working
Yeah,
because you don't need to
working
work
out.
that much.
So I could look like
working
Michael.
out.
I could be Michael Phelps and be rich.
But
well,
the
which is
question
Michael Phelps.
are you, even if you had all the money in the world, would you be willing to spend the time and dedication it takes to be Michael Phelps? Like, that's a lot of time in the gym. That's a lot of dedication and effort.
I wouldn't like. I'd rather be rich and like be who I currently am.
Oh, you
which is like not much effort.
You wouldn't want to look like Michael Phelps?
I'd like to look like Michael Phelps.
But you
like,
wouldn't want to put in the
rather
work
be
to
rich
look
than,
like Michael Phelps.
Yeah, I'd rather be rich and put in little work than just put in little work and look like Michael Phelps. Like, I'd rather be rich than super attractive. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I'm fine with who I am currently, but
honestly,
like
I would
rich.
take either of those. Like,
that's not an option.
I know, but I'm saying usually would you rather, there's like a good one and a bad one. But these are both just great.
That's why it's a good would you rather question. So what would you pick?
I'd rather look like Michael Phelps, because then I just would spend all my time. Actually, I don't want to spend all my time working.
So you care about what other people think more than about your own happiness?
I don't know, Kyle. All I'm saying is Michael Phelps is a sexy man.
Yeah, he is.
God, I have to.
And you know what? Michael Phelps smoked weed one time.
Wow. Yeah, dude. The fact everyone freaked the fuck out when Mike.
Yeah, he was like in so much trouble. Like, oh my god,
he smokes weed.
He's representing our country, and he smoked a bong. Like, he hit a bong. Like,
dude, like
relax.
A bunch of like. At
Most NFL
least where
players
I
do.
live, like 90% of people do. So it's like, chill out, bro.
Most NFL players do, anyways, too. Even if they're not allowed to.
Oh. Would you, dude, this is a great question.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to go to sleep whenever you want, no questions asked,
airplanes.
or be able to wake up whenever you want and not feel like shit? So you could wake up at 4 a.m. and feel the same as if you wake up at 8 a.m.
Oh, I'd pick that one.
But like, there's nights when you just like can't sleep, or it takes you like an hour to fall asleep.
But then who cares? Because I'm going to be fine the next morning.
Oh.
So it's basically like, would you rather be able to sleep whenever you want or need no sleep?
Well, it's not that you don't need no sleep. You still need some sleep.
But you can wake up whenever you want and be fine.
You're twisting
That
the
means
question.
no. That's
You're
what it says.
twisting it.
Reread the question.
You're twisting it.
No, I'm not. Reread it.
Oh, I have to pee again. I really have to pee. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
All right. This is a spicy one. This one's kind of fucked. Would you rather be an underage illegal immigrant driving an ice cream truck and hit a guy juggling tennis balls while he's riding a unicycle, or
What?
listen, or be a guy juggling tennis balls while riding a unicycle and be hit by an underage illegal immigrant driving an ice cream truck? So this is the same scenario. You're either the illegal immigrant that hits the guy, or you're the guy that gets hit by an ice cream truck.
How fast is the ice cream truck going?
It's up for interpretation.
Do I die? Am I very injured?
We don't know. It could be, he could be pulling up to a stop because there's some kids running out and he's like slowing down, or
You spit on my hand again.
or he could be trying to get to the next cul-de-sac. So we don't know. You got to take a gamble.
Like, okay, ice cream trucks usually don't go that fast. So I would
True.
say I'd rather be the juggler.
But dude, if you're not
Wearing
a helmet
First of all, juggling is a good skill to have. I would like to be able to juggle.
and a unicycle, two
Unicycling,
skills.
that's also cool. Double cool. And I would rather be hit than hit somebody because I would feel bad about hitting somebody. And if I'm an illegal immigrant, I'm so fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So I'd rather be.
But if you're the illegal immigrant, you're not dying from that collision. If you're the
I'm not dying from this collision
there's
anyways.
a good chance you're dying.
No, he's not
Bro,
going that
if you're
fast.
up on some of those are elevated. If you're up on a unicycle, you get hit. You're not wearing a helmet. That's
Nah,
just
like
full
bounce
blown.
off. It's like bounce off the windshield, maybe a concussion. I'd probably stick the landing. Still juggling.
Oh, maintaining the juggling. All right, I respect that.
I'd rather get hit.
Okay. Oh, would you rather flip a coin with a 50% chance to get $1 billion
Okay.
and a 50% chance of instant death, or continue life as it is now?
Just continue life.
But you could get $1 billion.
Or I die.
But if you die in this scenario, you don't feel the pain. Like,
So you'd rather die
No, but
than live the life that you are.
but I'm like, the thing that scares me about death is not. Whoa.
Why is it doing that?
Sorry. The thing that scares me about death is not like being dead. It's the process of like dying.
Of dying. Okay.
Because dying is painful.
Dying.
So in this scenario, it's just instant from life. You're just dead.
Okay.
So you don't feel like you don't have cancer. You don't get shot in the heart.
Okay.
So like you don't feel
But you still die.
But I'm saying like I don't think that would be I wouldn't mind being dead. Like this sounds really dark, but like I don't want to die. I like my life, but I'm saying like I'm not afraid of like
So you'd rather risk death than live the current life that you're living.
for $1 billion, my life would be epic.
Or non-existent. Like your life is fine.
Yeah, but like
Don't do this, John.
if all I'm saying is if I got offered this scenario, I'd be contemplating it for a while.
I don't think you would.
Okay. Well,
Real life, I don't think you would. Like if I literally had the power to give you $1 billion or kill you with the flip of a coin, there's no way you're saying yes. I know for a fact.
if you did it, because then I wouldn't
Why
want
if I
you.
did it?
I would want you to be my decider.
Why?
I want like Morgan Freeman or like
Why? Is he a better
James
flipper than me?
Franco.
James Franco.
Dude, James Franco. Oh, what a cool guy.
Okay.
All right.
So you'd rather be killed by James Franco than me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a freakishly small smile or a freakishly...
What?
Hang on. Would you rather have a
Would you rather have frequency?
Would you rather have a freakishly huge smile or a freakishly small nose?
Huge smile. Because
Yeah.
people, when you can see all of people's teeth, that's
Yeah, but
like
then it's
usually an
like-
attractive
You
thing.
laugh and it's like, haha, and it's like this big.
It goes
like
all the
your
way up to their
whole face.
ears. It's like,
And everyone would be like, all right, I don't want to make
you know
John
those
laugh.
like losers in high school and middle school that like people would make fun of that like their smile was like, yeah,
Demi Lovato?
like Demi Lovato when she was like 16.
What
was that noise?
so funny. Good one.
Yeah. I would not want that now that you mention it. So
Yeah, but then your nose is like this big. It's like an inch.
I don't know if that, but like,
That's freakishly small.
would it be uglier to have an enormous nose or a tiny nose?
Michael Jackson.
Did he have a big nose?
Small nose.
I don't think he's that ugly.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. Yo,
You think a Michael Jackson is not ugly?
I don't really know what he. Objectively, I would say if Michael Jackson had a huge nose, I think he would be uglier than he was. I'll put it that way. If his nose was huge as opposed to the size it was, he'd probably be way ugly.
The fact that he changed races, I think, made him ugly.
Okay,
to
but
begin
yeah,
with.
no, I mean for sure, but like, put the race change aside.
Okay, it's on the side.
Okay, his nose size, would he be more or less attractive
It's
if his
pointy.
nose was huge?
Dude, it's pointy. His nose is like,
Yo,
it's like
the
his nose is like
structure-
plastic surgery.
The structure is different than the size.
Okay, it's structured weird and it's small. I think.
Okay, well, I just saying, I don't think you'd be that ugly with a really small nose.
What if you had a really big nose instead? Big smile or big nose? Or
Probably
big
big
eyes.
smile,
If you had to
dude.
have something
I
really
would
big,
not-
if you had to have something really big on your face, big smile.
Oh, big eyes,
Big-
dude.
just like
Yeah,
baseball
there's
eyes.
a movie. Oh, it just came out a little bit ago.
Someone with big eyes.
Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel. Yo,
Sounds like a porn name.
you think I'm saying this because I'm drunk, but
Aaliyah Battle Angel.
Alita. I think that's what it's called. Alita.
Battle-
Alita Battle Angel. I got it,
God, you
dude.
just spit on me again.
I'm just hyped because you thought I was like, oh,
Alita
that's drunk
Battle Angel.
Bro, it's Alita Battle Angel.
Okay.
60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Her whole the whole shtick of her character,
Which we discovered in the last episode means nothing.
yeah. Well,
So.
anyways, the whole shtick of her character was that like
Shtick.
that's what it's called. It's
Okay.
a
Okay.
shtick.
Yes. Okay.
You act like the stuff I say is stupid.
Shtick.
That's what it's called.
What does that mean?
It's like the whole gimmick. Okay, the gimmick that makes her the
How do you
thing.
spell shtick?
SHTICK.
That's
Shtick.
not a word on Words with Friends. I know that. For a
Okay,
fact.
but it's like a
Okay.
fuck
Okay.
you.
Go. Just continue. Sorry.
The thing that makes her character unique is like they CGI her eyes to be enormous. So she's
It's
like,
an anime.
I mean, it's like Blade Runner kind of like that type of like it's like CGI plus like live action. So it's like real life plus a lot of CGI.
Okay.
But anyways, they CGI her eyes to just like make them like really big on her face, like this big,
Ew.
and like, but like it makes her.
She's like supervision.
I don't know what her superpower is. It's some sort of superhero movie, but like, anyways, my point is she's not like in ugly. Like she doesn't. She's not like I'm not gonna say she's like hot, but like She's not ugly.
Okay.
So I think big eyes, especially if you had like good looking eyes, it would make your beautiful eyes stand out more.
Okay. So you'd pick eyes.
Yes. What would you pick? Ears, eyes, nose, mouth, or forehead? Those are your options.
I'd probably pick eyes too.
Yeah, right?
Cause like a huge nose is like, whoa.
But does big eyes mean your eyebrows are also huge?
Or are they just like?
Because my eyebrows are bushy enough as they are. I don't want my eyebrows getting any bigger. I got bushy ass eyebrows.
I don't think they're that bushy.
Dude, I hate my eyebrows.
Hey man.
I'd rather be eyebrowless.
You could shave them. I'll shave them tonight.
Dude, how much would you pay me to shave both my eyebrows off?
20.
$20?
Yeah, if you're willing to.
Bro, I'd pay you $400 to shave both your eyebrows.
Would you really?
I swear to God, I'd pay you $400 cash. I swear on my life.
Oh,
if you shave.
Oh man.
Well, wait, what is your price? What would your price have to be? Like, I'm genuinely curious because that would be the best content bit of like my whole life.
It might be more than 400.
Like what? Give me a number. I'm curious. Like a number that we could agree on.
I want to get a new laptop.
If someone paid you
which is probably about
$750, okay, a laptop's more than $750, but like
$1,700 for like a good laptop.
If someone said
if you buy me a Mac.
Mac
laptop.
You would shave your eyebrows off for a Mac laptop. Man.
How long does it take to shave for eyebrows to grow back?
Bro, I don't know, but we should do it.
If you buy
I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but like
if you buy me
since
a laptop,
I worked all last year, I worked full time at this like a pretty like cool job.
Like you have $2,000
and I didn't have to pay rent. So like I have like a decent amount of money to spend. Like I could do this bet. Not even a bet. This would be a deal. I could theoretically buy you a Mac and you would shave your eyebrows off.
I'm gonna look how long it takes to grow back eyebrows.
Dude, that would be the funny. Oh my God.
It's like 2 months. Damn.
The MacBooks are between like 1,100 and like 2,000. So like 1,500. See, I'm definitely drunk, so I don't think I want to drop $1,500 on
Would
this.
you buy me a MacBook if I shaved my eyebrows?
That's the question that I'm trying. This would be like this would be a hilarious piece of content for the rest of my life. Like I would look back on this and say, "Yo, do you remember when Kyle had no eyebrows for 2 months?"
2 months. If it was like 2 weeks, like I'd be like, "Oh, no question, I'm for sure doing it."
Bro, just imagine we want to go out to the bars. Kyle wouldn't even go. Kyle would just like not go.
Or I could pencil an eyebrow.
Kyle would just hide himself from the public for 2 months.
I probably would.
But like, let's say Kyle had to go out. We go out to the bars, hang out with all our friends. Kyle's there. They're like, "Hey, who's the guy with no eyebrows? Like, what's his deal? Does he have a disease or something?"
that might get sympathy from people.
Oh yeah, it's a conversation starter.
They'd be like, "Wait, why do you?"
Hey, do you want to know how I got these no eyebrows?
That's what I sound like.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to figure.
Are you gonna consider that when you're not drunk?
No, like I'll still consider it.
I will too. I'm considering
okay. So people listening, like I'm not just saying that. There's some shit I say when I'm drunk that I say just because I'm drunk, but like I'm actually considering this. Like sober John is actually considering this.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
It is
like $1,500.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I want to spend that much money, but this is like a comedy opportunity that I could. I would look at this picture for the rest of my life and just crack up every time. So like, it might be worth it.
Oh man!
All right.
Do I have big eyebrows? Like, is that noticeable?
No, you have very normal.
So, like, would you not
eyebrows.
notice it if I were?
I would notice. Everybody would notice if they were gone.
Are you sure?
Like,
do you think I could get like eyebrow like fake ones I could put on?
See, I've seen those girls that do like the draw.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna
funky.
do Dude, that would look worse if I did that.
Yeah.
I could get like fake mustaches, but like fake eyebrows.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
I might do that.
All right. Moving on. Would you rather have one of these random superpowers, which I'm going to list, or $50 million?
Wait, one of these superpowers?
Listen. I'm going to. Okay. A weird old man has come to you and given you a choice. Either you can have $50 million or a random superpower.
Okay.
The random superpower is assigned by clicking this link. Oh, God. There's a link.
Click it.
Hold on.
It's going to be
And clicking it immediately burns up the money.
Oh. I take the money. 50 million.
Basically, you're stuck with whatever choice you pick. If you choose the money, you can feel free to check what the power would have been, but you would be stuck with the money. All right.
I'm going to pick the money. 50 million, that's life-changing money. I don't have to do anything.
But what if the superpower is you can, on the snap of your fingers, you get $1 million?
Oh.
That could be the superpower.
Nice snap. Okay.
So
I'd rather not take that risk and take 50 million because I'm not going to spend 50 million in my life.
Okay.
Let's just click it and see what.
All right.
I would pick the. What would you do?
Dude, like I feel like I'm kind of more like spontaneous, just like on the spot, like fuck it type of thing.
So you'd click a link.
I'd probably just go for it.
All right, let's see what you get.
I'd probably regret it. God, please don't give me a virus. Please don't give me a virus. Please don't give me a virus.
It's gonna be like fly. You can fly.
All right, you want to know what you would have got?
What?
Lunar embodiment.
So I can be the moon?
The power of the embodiment of moon.
That is so stupid.
Bro, being the moon? Like literally being the fucking moon.
What are you
like
gonna do?
You are the moon.
What are you gonna do with that?
How is that not cool? You're telling me if someone said, yo, you could literally be the moon. You don't go to the moon. You are the moon.
Or if someone said, you could literally be the moon. Or you could have $50 million.
Imagine looking up in the sky and they're like, wow, that Kyle Stafford is really bright tonight.
I don't give a fuck.
You'd have way more of a legacy. You would be...
With my $50 million, I can cast a fake moon in the sky that the whole world can see.
Wow, a fake moon. Big deal. A projection of the moon? So
Which
cool.
I would even do with my $50 million. I would be set for life.
But you could be a moon. That's so much deeper and more impactful. That's so much more meaningful than just money.
No, it's not.
God.
You're stupid if you think you would actually...
Fine.
Would you actually want to be the moon? If you over $50 million?
Yes. Yo, if someone said you could be your own planet.
If you had 50 million... It's not a planet, Dumbo.
But it's similar. It's the same... Okay, listen. Okay, I said I'd pick a superpower, so I'm going to click the link again and see what it gives me.
It's probably the same thing.
No, it's random every time. People replied to
what
what
the
they
other
got.
options are. Okay.
Oh, drum roll. Lunar embodiment? Wait, I need to see if this does the same shit every time.
It's probably the same for every person.
No, because all these people are saying they got different things.
I'm saying it's probably like same. Every time you click, it's probably the same for each person.
Oh, that's lame.
That's basically saying you would pay $50 million to be the moon.
I'm not paying it. I'm just not receiving it.
But instead of having 50 million, which is basically negative 50 million,
You're twisting the question.
No, I'm not.
That's not what it is.
No.
That's not what it's saying.
No, I'm not.
I'm not paying anybody. I just get... It's just right now, if someone said, hey, you can be the moon. You want to be the moon?
Or do you want $50 million? I'm taking $50 million.
I would be the moon. We could agree to disagree. Would you rather get $1 million right here, right now?
Yes.
Or flip a coin. Heads, you get 1 billion. Tails, you get nothing.
I would probably flip the coin.
Really?
See,
I'm surprised because after the last question, I feel like you would just take the million.
But $1 million's not that much. Like, it's a lot. But
it's not quite life-changing money. Actually, $1 million's life-changing.
No, it is.
But it's
is it
not
taxed,
like...
Or is it like exactly $1 million?
I don't know. Let's say $1 million cash. No. But like, I don't think you're not really set for life.
No, you're not. You could if you lived like really frugally. Yeah. Frugally. That was a good word.
I like that.
Nah, I'd probably flip the coin.
Yeah.
Because like I think I'm gonna be fine anyways.
Yeah, like even if you didn't get $1 million, you'd still be able to survive.
I'd be alright.
Yeah.
Or I could have $1 billion and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, it's kind of risky. Would you rather get $500 every time you throw up, or $20 every time you poop?
$20 every time I poop.
But how many poops would that be? That would be...
It's like once a day.
But I mean, how many poops would it have to be to equivalent to equal 1 throw up? 20 times 5 is 100. So 50 poops?
I don't throw up that much, but I could pull the
true.
trigger like... But then you're like bulimic.
All right, let's say $5,000 every time you throw up, or $20 every time you poop.
Probably 5,000. I'd probably pull the trigger like twice a month.
So wow, I didn't even think of that.
I would.
So you would just intentionally throw up?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like you'd have to get sick and just like.
Oh, either that or I would drink a lot.
The benefit of being sick is you just like throw up.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cause like, yeah, $20 for.
But you poop like pooping is a consistent thing.
Yeah,
no
I know.
pain
but that's
involved.
like $20 a day. That's like 1 hour of work.
I poop like twice a day.
You poop twice a day?
Bro, some people poop after every meal.
That I don't get.
Chris, our buddy Chris,
I know.
poops at least 3 times a day.
If he drinks milk, it's immediately.
Yeah.
If he has dairy, it's
I'll poop like twice a day. Like there's will be a big poop and then just like a little light poop. Just like push it out. Just clear the system. All right, this will be the last one before we wrap it up because it's getting a little long here.
All right.
Would you rather win a fist fight, beat the other guy up pretty bad, but you go to jail on assault charges, or lose the fight, face no charges, and win compensation and damages? So you can either be the bitch that gets the shit beaten out of you, you're the pussy who just got destroyed, or you beat the guy up, people respect you, but you got to go to jail for a little bit. Okay. But it's not like you're not going to prison. Your life's not fucked. But you got to go to jail.
How long am I in for jail? How long am I in jail for?
Let's say 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I would probably get beat up.
Yeah, that's definitely the smarter decision.
I'm probably going to get beat up in jail.
Oh.
Like, knowing myself, I'm not going to do well in jail. So I'd rather just get beat up before.
Just take it once.
And then get money for it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're going to get paid to get beat up? Because, like, there's a certain point where, like, you're so, like, just destroyed that you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather just get fucked up.
If you could just, maybe you just take one punch to the face and you're unconscious.
But then also think about,
really
like, if you beat somebody up and you have jail time, you have a criminal record, it's hard to get a job.
True.
So that also, like, double fucks you. Or all for the pride of, like, I beat this guy up.
But maybe he really deserves it. Maybe he really deserves it.
If he really deserves it, then I probably won't get jail time.
Anyways, this has been a very interesting episode.
I don't know how this is going to turn out.
It's either going to be really good and pretty funny, or only funny to us, or really shitty. There's 3 options. There's one where everybody likes it. There's one where we like it and everyone else is like,
and there's one where even we're just like, ugh.
Yeah. So if you're seeing this, it's probably not the 3rd option. Whoa.
Sorry.
Nice. Anyways, Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter at KStaff36. Follow me on Instagram at KyleStafford36. Follow the podcast at Pims Podcast. Twitter, Instagram, everything. Also, if you're on an Apple device, go to the podcast. John's eating a banana. Go to the podcast app. Rate us 5 stars. Leave a review. Yeah, John, where can they find you in your annoying eating?
Ow.
Jeez. Don't fucking choke.
They can find me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. There's new episodes every single Monday and Thursday of Peak to Middle School. We're working really hard at this, honestly.
It may not seem like it on this episode.
It may not seem like... It may seem like we're just about to show like fucking losers who just like get drunk and don't do shit, but like,
it's only
listen,
one time. We don't drink much.
Yeah, we literally like hardly ever drink, but we literally, Kyle and I work together. We go into work every morning, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. We come back here. We record on the days we record. The days we don't record, Kyle goes to a second job, works a few more hours.
Yes.
I come here and edit. So like
we're each working 2 jobs here.
We're literally grinding. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, Monday, Thursday, there's Peak to Middle School. Then every Wednesday on my personal channel, there's new videos. With that being said, let us know if you guys have any feedback, any comments, anything you want us to talk about in the next episode, what you thought of this one. If you want us to do something like this again, let us know. I mean, it won't be often, that's for sure. But maybe at like episode 100 or something to celebrate.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know. With that being said, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Goodbye.